Krafts presents Halloween Decor Part 2 Spooky Candles. Hi, crafters. This week we are going to take these ordinary paper towel and toilet paper tubes and make them into this. All right, guys, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I did was get to try out my brand new glue pot. And so my thought was to get the dripping starting. It really didn't work out quite the way I wanted, so I just went with the hot glue. As you can see, I went around the inside of each one and made sure I had a ledge to hold my candle in place. And then I just went around one tube at a time and removed any blemishes, added hot glue where I needed on the inside, and just really went for a look that made it look like a dripping hot wax. Each one got its own little personality. Oh man, I got out some big hot glue sticks because it was just taking way too much. I ordered some really long glue sticks off Amazon. They have been amazing that way. Like if I'm in the middle of a big craft like this that's taking a lot of glue sticks. There, see, I was checking to make sure that I could fit my candle into my tube and that I wasn't applying too much glue on the inside. Checking another one because I didn't want to have to cut off too much using knives and things like that because I didn't want to hurt the integrity of the paper towel tubes. Before I got started, I cut several of them to different heights and kind of arranged them to the how I wanted to make sure that I would get variation. On the smaller tubes, they're going to be up front and their back is going to be glued to the tubes behind them. So I only did about 3/4 of the tube. On the taller tubes, you're going to be able to see 365 degrees. So I went all the way around. I used several different techniques on the smaller and larger candles to give a variety of different looks to it. All right, and here I am using an acrylic craft paint. I chose metallic black to give it a shinier coating. And I just went from one to the next. I started with the shortest candles because those were the ones I had applied hot glue to first and would be most set up. And again, I just went from one to the next. See, I'm giving nice, even coats. Going in a couple of different directions to make sure to get in the nooks and crannies everywhere. All right, and don't get too crazy. We're gonna give this a second coat. On the taller ones, I did the top and left myself a handhold, set them down, and waited just a few moments, and then came back and went in the same order again to get the bottom half. All right, I let those dry for several hours. I had noticed that one, for whatever reason, did not get glue on the first coat, so I went ahead and did it all over the top of the paint, and as you can see, it worked out either way. I thought it looked great either way I did it, so no harm, no foul. I think that this particular one only got one coat of black over the top of the hot glue as opposed to the rest of them had gotten two coats over the top of the hot glue. However, since it had the black paint on the underneath side, I thought that it looked great anyway. And so you can choose however you want. Both gave about the same appearance as far as the hot dripping glue. All right, now, so I'm trying to show you here. It don't know that it shows up as well in the video, but you could see very clearly in person that there is a vast difference between just one coat of paint and then adding the second coat of paint to the candles themselves. After I added a All right, so now here we go. I have arranged the candles how I want them, and I am adding glue in between. I put a little bit on each one as I stuck them together. And here I am pooling more hot glue down around at the base, not only in between. This isn't necessarily to help hold them together. This is also more aesthetic to add more look like there is dripping glue down below. And then here is the finished product. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Truly Kenya Crafts. We have another Halloween decorating video next week. Like, subscribe, and let me see your crafts in the comments below. Can't wait to see you. Keep crafting.